Hello, it's me, it's EJD, Ilya. Just doing a Facebook video. You can see I've had a bit of a haircut here, and I think this is my first video actually ever, and I'm really upset actually because I put this down on my phone as a status a few minutes ago and clicked post, and it didn't go through, and it's a really good one as well, if I may say, and it was just too long to write again, so I thought I'd just do a video and you know, give me a chance to make my video debut. You can see my lovely bedroom in the background. Gorgeous it is, if I may say myself. Anyway, I digress. So I'm talking today, this is another album review. I don't know if anyone watched this, but yeah, I've been listening. I want to shout out a few people actually. Friend of mine in America, Eugene Williams. Obviously you've never met, but great guy. Love to meet him one day. And hopefully he'll appreciate this because I know he's a music fan. Damo Alexander as well, I'm sure he'll like it. Hopefully some others as well. Yeah, so I've been had Simply Red, which was Damo's recommendation, and they're finished now. So be listening to the Pet Shop Boys Discography singles collection. Well, what can I say about them? I'm actually trying to remember my status word for word, but I don't think I'm going to succeed there. But basically, so it was back in the mid-80s. Every Sunday, my mum used to listen to the radio. They used to do the UK Top 40, you know, the weekly charts. And one such day, the number one song was sounded quite unusual to me. It had kind of like a trance background with a memorable bass line, and even had like a brassy solo, and it was all kind of covered by this singer come rapper in Mr. Neil Should Be Sir Tennant, backed by keyboardist Christopher Lowe, and the song had originally been released a couple of years, I think 1 or 2 years prior, and it flopped, but it was a hit in the clubs of New York, I think, and it was remixed and re-released, and it shot to the top of the transatlantic charts, and it was also number one in many other territories as well. And although it was the only time that they'd visit the helm of the Billboard chart in America, well, they'd come close again and have many dance chart toppers, but it was the only number one on the Hot 100 singles in America, but it was the first of 4 UK chart toppers. And well, all I can say is that I think they're very underrated, and that they've reputedly sold 50 million records worldwide, which, although that sounds a lot and it is impressive, I think that's criminally low in comparison to other people who have sold a lot more, who are not half as talented. And you know, whether they were, you know, they've been at the forefront of, you know, dance pop music for the last 30 years now and counting. They're still going. And you know, whether they were like making music of their own and having hits for themselves, or they were writing for other artists or producing other artists. Like they produced Liza Minnelli, and they wrote for the likes of Kylie Minogue and even Patsy Kensit when she was a bit of a singer at one point, and most famously probably Dusty Springfield. And thank God they got to Dusty before she died, actually, because we wouldn't have got that brilliant song that they did together, What Have I Done to Deserve This, which very nearly hit #1 in America. Got to #2 actually in here and in America, but no, they had a lot of hits which were like always kind of high in the top 10 and that. But particularly in the dance charts, Eugene will know this because on the Billboard charts there's many different charts covering all sorts of genres, one of them being dance music, and it's like hot, like dance club play chart. So basically charts all the songs that are big in the clubs, and on that particular chart they've had I think 10 #1s, Pet Shop Boys, and they've even got a new song climbing at the moment. So like they definitely have got a large fan base in the States. But you know, it's just, I think they're just geniuses, really. Sorry, that's probably not the right plural word for genius, but no, they're just amazingly talented because, as I say, they've just produced some great songs, and I think you can just say that their catalogue of hits is, you could put it up there with some of the best pop music catalogues, the Beatles, ABBA. You know, their songs are just like, I don't think they'll ever date really, or ever, you know, they're always great songs. But I mean, like, you know, they've always been in demand as remixers and producers. And you know, it's no wonder even like late great David Bowie wanted to work with them as well. And yeah, Madonna as well. I mean, they actually wrote one of their #1s called Heart, which was one of their 88, I think it was. They actually wrote that with Madonna in mind, but in their words, they didn't dare risk rejection, so they kept it for themselves. And lucky for them, you know, that was okay because it was another huge hit for them. But little did they know that Madonna's actually a huge fan of theirs. In fact, I'll probably wrap this up by leaving the final say from Queen of Pop, as when she was recording one of her albums a few years back, and she was like, you know, while they were in the studio, she was listening to their stuff, you know, for like inspiration and that, and apparently she was like in the mixing desk, and at one point she kind of like shouted something out to her producer or whoever it was, and she was like, Pet Shop Boys, I fucking love them. So yeah, that's just that's it really. I couldn't agree, those are my sentiments, couldn't agree more with that. So my next tape to listen to, yes, I do still listen to tapes. I'm a lot older than I look. But yeah, I don't know actually, but I'll maybe let you guys decide. I'll put a little vote up. Yeah, so hopefully this is going to be the first of many videos for me, and I hope you enjoyed it, and speak to you all soon. Alright. How do you stop this thing? Oh yeah.